Today, right now, I'm sure you've heard the wind all night. It is a breezy start to our Fat Tuesday here across the coastal bend. Here's a look at how winds have been trending in your neighborhood. It has been breezy, but things are going to get much windier throughout today. So it's a combination of conditions that are just not ideal for us, but ideal for fires to thrive.
The day of the fire, I was helping a friend do a little housework at his house. And then by noon, we called it a day. We're sitting in the backyard, and then my fire pager went off, saying there was a grass fire.
I came out of the house and smelled smoke and thought maybe somebody was barbecuing or something like that. Called the city manager and found out what's going on, and he was actually in the middle of working the fire.
I was south of town when the call came down. We had a big grass fires going on in the Odom area. Had no clue there was this even going on in Sinton. Started getting the phone calls and more help, more help. And of course, all the help was already out.
Well, as we've been reporting here for the last 30 minutes or so, fire danger is raging across the coastal bend.
But that day, the winds were blowing about 50 to 60 miles per hour. We tried to stop the fire before it got to some of the houses, but then again, with the wind, there was no stopping this fire.
My career, I don't think I've seen anything like this before. Grass fires and things like that have, kind of become something I see a little bit more commonly, but never to this extent.
Andy, I'm at the corner of East Main Street and North Russ Avenue. If you could see behind me, this is what's happening in Sinton right now. This is how bad it is right now. The air, it's black, lots of smoke.
At the time, which had just started, we found out later that it was because of an arc on the electrical lines. That day is a blur after that. It just went so fast.
And eventually it burned the houses next to me. And well, I was still here fighting the fires because I was in the alley with another truck. My son kind of mentioned when we were fighting fires, we need to stop this fire here. If we don't stop the fire here, we're going to lose a lot more houses.
The wind was blowing so hard, there was no holding back. And structures were going up as quick as there were fire trucks were getting here from everywhere.
By that time, my house had caught on fire on this side of the house. And putting water on my house. Seeing your own house burning and you're a firefighter and there's not much you can do, it kind of hit me hard, and they had to remove me from the fire scene. It wasn't until 4 o'clock in the morning the next day that they finally let me come back to see if my house was still standing.
Brian, it is devastating out here. You can still smell the smoke in the air. You can still feel the heat coming off of these homes that were once homes. As of the latest report, this welder fire has burned approximately 175 acres. That is the size of 123 football fields. It is approximately 85% contained. That is
My immediate reaction the next day when we walked through the neighborhood in the area of the fire with Tatum, truthfully, I cried. It was just absolutely heartbreaking. These are people I knew.
Into the dining room, and then it ended up my whole utility room here was all burned. I did have some fire damage and some water damage here on the east side.
Mayor Mary Speidel has issued a declaration of emergency and is asking the governor's office for assistance.
And if you went out there to the scene, one house was totally perfect. The next one was burned down to the ground. So I'd never seen anything like that before.
I believe in power and prayer, and this was his answer. Thank you, God.
People coming to you and say, is my house gone? Is it, what do I look forward to?
We had to move out. We lived somewhere else for almost 9 months. And during that time, I'm very grateful to our community.
This is the Wall and Sheffield's family new home.
Our move-in date is Saturday, and for how long we're going to be in here, I cannot really answer that right now.
A nursing home turned hotel. The Garden Inn has opened its doors to victims of the Sinton fires.
During the fire, again, it was the whole community coming together to try and support everyone.
And the people that live here, they stepped up for me, not just because I'm a firefighter, because I am part of this community.
Pete Trevino is known throughout the Coastal Bend. Trevino and Big Bertha have barbecued for many fundraisers and community events. Helping Sinton neighbors during this hard time is especially important to him.
Grew up here, and some of his siblings, they still live here.
Well, it reinforced my belief in Sinton and San Patricio County as a county itself, because everyone came together.
And that speaks volumes for the people that were directly involved, and it also speaks volumes for the people in Sinton who did nothing but step up, support, and rally behind these folks that lost, in many instances, everything.
San Patricio County Judge David KRIS, he praised the rapid response from crews across the region, saying the road to recovery won't be easy, but the community's resilience will see them through.
Sinton's a very, very proud town.
Like I said, we are known as a pirate nation, and the community came out. I had people that came by and helped me tear down the walls in my house. Tell us what you need, we will do it. And they did. They never asked for money, they never asked for anything else. All they said is, we're your family.
So today marks 1 year since 2 fires erupted in Sinton. The welder fire was a result of a downed power line, and the railway fire was likely started by a lit cigarette. That's it.
We look at it as the community coming together, helping everybody, helping each other in time of need. Try to keep myself busy and around people, because I don't want to be left alone. I've had a few panic attacks when me and my wife had gone out, all due to what had happened to us on that day.
A lot of houses never came back up again. Hopefully people will remember that a year ago we went through a big loss and use some common sense when it comes to burning.
But I've learned to kind of adjust to it and just try to do my best to continue doing what I did before the fires, But I'm still out there fighting fires, helping people, because that's what I like to do.
We're going to move forward. We have things happen that are bad, but we're going to move on, and we're going to be okay.